Hey, what's up? It's your girl Tamara, aka Girl from Harlem.
It's your cousin Juju.
And this is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee. And this is the Culture Report, presented by the God Show. Let's go. And today I have a brother of mine. You know, I like to have people on the couch, Tamara, Juju, that have opinions, that have not just an opinion, but credibility. Yes. And this is a brother of mine. I think we go back at least 15 years.
2006.
Longer than this, man. 17, shit. We go back 17 years. He's been a digital marketer. He's one of the most brilliant guys that I know in this business when it comes to marketing and all that other stuff. But what he's also known for, and he's coming out the not the closet, that sounds crazy, but he's coming out his shell. He's coming out his shell.
I like the coming out the shell.
And he's getting in front of the camera, and and everybody's doing the on the porch interview. So let's give it up for Spitty. I was gonna say the whole name, but I ain't gonna do that.
Nah, it's all good, man.
I know the whole name.
Jacory Spitty Robinson.
Jacory Spitty Robinson from Dirty Glove Bastards. Let's go.
Nah, appreciate it. Appreciate the love.
Welcome. Thank you for taking time out to come and sit with us.
By the way, Spitty is a great. By the way, he's a great friend of mine. And if you ever need marketing or the digital stuff, he's the guy that you should talk to. Outside of us, of course, because we do it too. But he's been doing it 20 years.
Yeah, no, he was giving us a little free tea right before.
It's kind of like when an NBA player comes and you trying to get to the league, you kind of like, let me be a little respectful. Right. Mm-hmm. So that's who Spitty is. So welcome to the Culture Report, brother. We're gonna have some fun.
That's what's up, man. And I respect what y'all doing, man. And I just want to, give y'all a shout out and show love to what y'all doing and what y'all building, because
clap for that,
like, for real. Nah, because it's so important for us to like have more platforms like here in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Because even when I was, creating off the porch, like in those days, like most of the media was in New York, and that was like the hub of everything. And so there weren't platforms here in Atlanta that was really, doing that. Yeah. So, like for you guys to be building on to like this like digital, I feel like revolution that we have in here in the A is dope. Bro. So I commend y'all.
But I will tell you this, but while we on that, first of all, that compliment means a lot coming from you because you are a builder. Like it's different when you receive a compliment from somebody who's on the same journey, and y'all killing it. So I appreciate that. But I gotta ask you a question just for reference for us, because we've been having like arguments around here. So you guys film on Tuesday and Thursdays?
Nah, we film Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you have someone worth interviewing on Monday, are you gonna do the interview?
Yes.
It's not gonna be we film Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's it.
Nah, we gonna film like whatever day we need to pull up, like we making it happen.
By the way, I am too.
Shots are being fired.
I am too, but I was just telling the people, I'm like, I don't give a fuck what our days that we film on Wednesday. If Jay-Z is coming in town, we fucking filming on whenever he's in town.
You know what I'm saying? It's all hands on deck. Like, team,
by the way, coming from you, you built something. So that's why it's important to ask. Like, because I feel like a lot of people try to force, like we have these mental hangups in our head. Like you got to do that first.
Right.
Like you got to get a degree and then you get a job, Right. And sometimes it don't work like that. No. And for me, it's like, if you're not willing to bend for your own shit, then when you gonna bend?
I mean, that's the most important, aspect of it, is like being able to like believe in a concept, believe in something that you like want to do, and then continue to do it even when the results in the beginning aren't what you want them to be, you know, at the end. Because you will start any platform, any podcast, any, like interview series, anything, you will start and your first couple videos might do 47 views. It might be 16 views on it, one comment just by your homie. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep posting, keep being consistent, and keep, So
that would be, so if somebody's out there watching, they want to start a podcast, a media company, and they have 0 subscribers. By the way, we started with like 30.
Come on.
And I think we at like 56,000 a year later.
Yeah.
By the way, you can ask everybody here. I told everybody here, we're going to be at 1,000 subscribers a year from now.
Yeah.
I didn't know we was going to make it to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in a month and a half.
Yeah.
But I was prepared to go the year. So if someone wants to start their own show, if someone wants to start their own show, what would your advice be?
My advice would be to do it. Like, create your concept and do it, because and I know that's like just so simple, you know what I'm saying? But it really is that. Like, even when I like sit and watch like these motivational videos and even different videos talking about like how to get, you know, 1,000 subscribers or how to get to 100,000 subscribers, things like that. Like the biggest like takeaway from these videos is like, just get out there and do it. You know what I mean? So like,
there's no answer. You gotta just learn.
It is no answer to it. And you know what they say, like you miss every shot that you don't take.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you just got to get out there and do it and come up with a concept. And like something that DJ Small said to me, I remember, so we started off the porch, like when I created Off the Porch, it was, what was it, like back in 2014, actually.
Yeah, I got 462,000 subscribers, by the way.
Yeah, nah, appreciate
Lend
it.
us some.
Congratulations.
We will
Right.
borrow some.
Hey,
I'm with
come
that.
on, you know what I mean? But that's why we doing
For
all
sure.
this and cross-pollinating, you know what I mean? So
sure.
you got to come and jump
Oh,
off
I
the porch,
cannot
you know what I
wait.
mean?
I can't wait.
Like, for real, can't wait.
I done seen my name mentioned on a few Off the Porch interviews, by the way. Just
Oh
coming up
yeah,
with some
no, for
organic
sure.
shit.
I've definitely shouted you out in a couple of them, so man, sure.
We gonna get it in.
Yeah.
But your advice would be consistent.
Yeah, man, be consistent. You know what I mean? Just like get started and be consistent, and don't be scared to fail. I don't like using the word.
Well, you don't fail if you get up tomorrow.
Right.
To wake up tomorrow, you might have lost today, but I don't mean you
Amen.
can't learn
Right.
tomorrow and win.
And every L that I take is a lesson.
Exactly. That's
How
all
often do
L's
you
are.
say no?
Huh?
How often do you say no? Because I know every artist is like trying to beat down, trying to get on the porch. So how often do you have to say no?
I mean, you know, we have to have discretion with it. We have to, like, you know, have a creative, I guess, like our creative input with it, and knowing like who's buzzing or
We can make it
who's-
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to sacrifice the platform for the sake of
Right.
trying to make someone interesting that you're not interested in.
Right. So
Do people pay y'all to get on there? Do people try to pay y'all?
yeah, so I mean, we do offer promo, you know what I
Yes.
mean, like interview as promo, because basically it's like if we decline to do the interview because, you know,
We're not interested.
you're not interested, then we do offer, you know what I'm saying, for somebody to be able to get on the platform for promo, you know what I mean? And then we found that some artists have come on for promo and have had really interesting stories and have, you know, gone viral from it.
So
you know what I mean?
you don't have to answer it. I just want to know: is there a number? So if somebody's watching, they want to be on DGB. How much does it cost? You don't have to say it if you don't want to say it. I'm just curious myself for us, because I got people
We should be
offering us
charging.
money to be on, and I'm like, okay, like I found a way to bring them on, but
Yeah.
but that's why I did the artist spotlight. So it's
Right.
like it'll be more like an A&R meeting.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna ask you where you from, and you ain't did shit yet.
Yeah.
But I could talk to you about.
I
what you
say
trying
reach
to do.
out to us in the DM and we'll, you know, get you
Best
the
offer.
promo packages.
Right. I like
Hey,
that.
we don't want to box ourselves out of nothing, right?
You feel me?
The highest bidder gets the first week. The second
feel
highest
me?
bidder gets the
You
second
feel
week.
me?
Yep. But see,
That's-
Ray, what you're doing is perfect, right? People out there, that's something that everybody should be doing. Look at somebody who's doing it right. Look at somebody that's already in your field, somebody that's already successful in what you want to do, and study them and ask them the questions. So
agree.
that's
And what you said? What was the best advice DJ Smalls gave you?
Yeah, so I remember talking to DJ Smalls, and I had just gotten the creative space that we now film Off the Porch at, because the
That's
original
Fulton
Industrial, yeah, because the original Off the Porch was actually
On a
shot
porch at
on a
somebody's
real
house.
porch in Decatur. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
remember
mean?
you told me that at somebody's house, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So, shout out to Corey Moe.
Yeah, I was about to say Corey Moe house. I was about to say
yeah,
Corey Moe house.
Studios,
Pull up at
you
Corey
know.
house at random times. Like,
Yeah.
I'm off the porch.
Yeah,
Come on,
on
you
the
feel
porch,
me?
exactly.
Like,
So it was a real porch.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the real porch. So, so when we got the creative space, like we were trying to figure out, like we were just shooting like in our warehouse. We were doing interviews like in the studio. We were just all over the place, you know, shooting content, going to shows, and you know, doing recaps. And so I was talking to Smalls, and I was like, man, like, what do you think I should do for the channel? And he was like, man, you should focus on one niche, one look, and just like master that, like shoot that for a year. Don't go out and do events or anything like that. He was like, just do it like that. Just like focus on one niche. And I was like, damn, you know what? I need to rebuild the porch.
Yeah, because you guys had a few different verticals within the DGB media empire, right? Because I know
Yeah.
you had like different.
I mean, so like basically like now we have like the emergency room, which is like our interview series, like focus on mental health. You know what I'm saying? That's partnered with Food with a Camera.
Fire.
So So we had that, and then we have like our off the porch live performance, you know what I mean? And now we're about to bring like a couple of new like podcasts and new content, you know, to the series. But in the beginning, we were just shooting interviews and just figuring out our way, you know what I mean, until we decided to rebuild the porch and then jump back into, you know what I'm saying, the off the porch wave. And then that was like right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And basically with Atlanta being open during the pandemic,
Artists needed it.
Yeah, artists needed it. And artists were coming to Atlanta, and, you know, we had the creative space so they could come work out of the studio. I mean, so many people was working out of the creative space. People like Dirk, you know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of different artists, you know what I'm saying, was pulling up. So, yeah, we were open, and we just kept, you know, doing interviews and kept it rolling.
Yeah.
So, what to this day, what's been your most interesting or favorite interview from off the porch?
Man, I mean, so most recent, I mean, we just had like an interview go viral where his cat Unc from St. Louis, like he talked about how he was in jail with Ali from the St. Lunatics, and they had a group called the Ticks, and he actually wrote country grammar.
Oh no!
Yeah.
In other words, he claimed his publishing on your. He claimed.
You know, he's trying to use this as a platform to sue and say, "Here's me talking about it."
Then he said something about the Illuminati. He talked about how he was in the Illuminati, and then he walked off the interview. Like it was crazy.
Do you have a dream interview?
No.
You have nobody you want to sit on the porch?
I'm sorry. I thought you said the dream.
No. Like a dream person to interview.
Absolutely.
Who's your wish list? Give me your top 3 wish list.
A couple. Man. Future, like definitely want to interview Future. Like been wanting to get him off the porch. Big Boy from Outkast, because I mean, Big Boy is my favorite rapper in Outkast. So you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, that's like I stand on that. Always have. You know what I mean. I mean 3 Stacks is one of my favorites, and you know what I'm saying will forever be. But Big Boy is like one of my favorite rappers of all time.
Hold on.
Huh?
No, that's not bad. I love Big Boy.
Word.
I think Andre was just so much more superior.
No.
Like, it's not like the Fugees, where it was like, you know, like Lauren was the obvious star, right? And then Wyclef did his thing, and Pras was what Pras was. But Outkast, I feel like if you didn't have to like the Fugees, you could have liked Wyclef. But I like Wyclef. Like, I'm not really a Lauren fan. I like Wyclef, right? Yeah. But that's the first time I heard someone say, "I'll take Big Boy over Andre."
Right.
Any day.
And I want. Why?
Any day.
Why?
Because to me, like Big Boy, like the lyrics just, I really love like street music. Like when I say that, I mean like when cats is like telling like these stories, these street tales. You know what I'm saying, and giving you like a perspective, like a Scarface, or like, you know, he's one of my favorite rappers. And like to me, Big Boy always gave you that street player.
Give me a favorite
you know
Big Boy verse.
Like perspective. I mean, man, favorite Big Boy verse. I'll have to say,
Rapped.
I'm the M.I. crooked letter.
Coming about
Ain't
to stop. What?
Come on, like,
By the way, first Outkast album, they were neck and neck to me.
yeah.
Because the M.I. crooked letter coming
Come
out of
on.
the South from the straight Hamilton Bowl
Yeah,
with the old
like,
Southern
right.
But I ain't gonna say my favorite Big Boy verse is Uno, Dos, Tres is on. Did you ever see him pick like a microphone like that?
come
There, boy,
on.
still stay street. I'm saying Big Boy hard.
Yeah.
It's just. Andre was just my
And-
God. Like I think we
He-
all
he's-
see it. Like
Andre's
Andre's just,
in another universe, but see, to me,
but he's in another universe by himself.
Right.
but see, this is what I'll say though. Like,
Chronometrophobia is my favorite record of all time.
Who?
Chronometrophobia.
oh man,
The
yeah.
fear of clocks, the fear of time.
Okay,
But that shit is amazing. That record
Crazy.
is amazing.
niggas.
Yo.
Just, I just think, but Big Boy is hard. And if you're from Atlanta, like I love Big Boy.
And see, to
Love
me,
Big
like the
Boy.
argument with Big Boy and Andre is for me like it is with Phife Dawg and Q-Tip
Nah.
from Tribe Called Quest.
Nah,
I mean,
Wait,
No.
no.
you went too far. I don't think there's no group. Except for like a real group, by the way, because you can say Boys in the Hood, you can say Boys in the Hood, and then you can say Jeezy was obviously the best, right? But I don't think there was no group where there was such a separation in
man,
Tribe Called Quest. You could like Phife.
I don't agree with that separation.
But
No,
Phife for
come
free,
on.
like Phife could go.
Oh,
Phife
yeah.
could go.
Come on.
Nah, I mean, you said there's no group with a clear like.
No, I'm talking about like that big of a gap. Like,
Yes, it is.
like
Clips. The clips.
Ooh, that's
No.
a good one.
No.
That's a good one.
Fuck you, man.
Yo.
nigga, no. You can't say the clips if we saying
man.
Pusha T is overrated. By the way, Pusha T.
Y'all making me hot.
I gotta say this as a
Pusha
T is probably the most underperformed artist in the last 20 years in rap.
When you say underperformed,
Yeah,
what you mean by that?
like Pusha is the two most creative minds of the last 20 years. Is Pusha T was signed to both of them, Pharrell and Ye. Nigga, you supposed to be a global superstar.
I see what you're saying.
Like, you're hard, by the way. I'm not saying you're not hard, but I'm saying you can't name an artist that had more with so much less.
Man,
Like Pusha T is considered like the coke rap of them all, but he ain't. And I fuck with like it's like I fuck with him, but it's like my nigga. I was thinking about that 2 days ago. I was like, this nigga was with Ye and Pharrell.
Right, you had the
Pusha
cheat
T
code.
like
Nigga.
Anthony
You got the
Davis.
cheat code.
Two niggas that ain't never been together. Like it's like Travis Scott was with Ye and T.I. Look how big he is.
True that.
See, I'm trying to say, like, it's like, how do you, and not only two guys, now, and here's another thing. It's not like you was with Jay-Z,
So
right?
basically squabbled-
Hold on, hear me
squandered
out.
opportunity.
Hear me out. It's not, I'm going to take it a little further because I don't want to make it like that. You with Jay-Z, guess what? All Jay-Z can say to you is, you're dope. I mean, he could write you a rap, but why would he want to sign an artist he got to write a rap for, right? So that's first thing. You're with two guys that can give anybody in the world a hit, and they never gave you one. I think that you.
gave him one.
What name of hit? Not Clips.
I'm about to say the
Yeah,
Clips.
I was about to say.
Right,
come
come
on.
That's my point. So when you say Clips, I'm like, nigga, hold up, nigga, because Pusha T ain't had a hit without Malice.
Well, he had his album. No, I got to shit though. What's the album he did with Ye?
The Daytona.
Oh, yeah, Daytona.
Daytona was hard.
Daytona was
Name 3
dope,
songs on it.
but
I knew-
You can't name no.
I'm
You
not
ain't
gonna name
trying
the
to
songs from Daytona,
I'm
but
saying to you,
Daytona was
I'm
hard. I
saying to you
listened
that
Daytona.
I'm saying to you that this Pusha T has sat at the table with Jay-Z. He sat at the table with everybody because of who he was with, and
You expect
based
him-
on that, you would expect him to be at least 3 times bigger than what he is. Now, maybe he don't want to be, and that might be his reason. I ain't want to be that. That's cool, but you still can't get mad at the fans for looking and being like, my nigga, you had. That's like certain people were signed to like Robin Thicke was signed to Pharrell. Pharrell gave him a hit.
Pusha T's like Mac Man. Like I don't expect much.
Nah.
And no, the reason I say he's like Mac Man, you gotta think about it. Mac Man ran Young Money.
Yeah.
Pusha T went and started running good music.
Yeah.
Like he's more on the business side. He can rap his ass
He the
off.
Anthony Davis of rap. Like you got so much potential and you want him to be great. You want him to be. And Bron giving them the keys. Ye done handed them the keys.
And he didn't win yet.
He didn't win.
And that's got a ring.
And here's the crazy
got a
part.
ring?
He
got
by the
one.
way,
That's what I'm saying.
nigga,
He got one
dog,
in the bubble.
you don't.
Daytona was his bubble.
Daytona was his bubble. Okay.
Daytona was his
That's a
bubble.
good one.
I hate.
he got Grammy
By the way,
nominations for
by the way,
Daytona, didn't
Spitty, I hate this because it feels like I'm not fucking with him. I fuck with Pusha, but I fuck with Pusha because of him.
Yeah.
When he was signed to 2 other niggas that I could have fucked with him for also. Come on, nigga, you dealing with 2 of the
So
greatest.
basically, Pusha T was the athlete who had all the greatest, best equipment, but literally put up the most mediocre stats.
No. He ain't put up mediocre
Oh my
stats.
God.
Nigga, let me tell you something. I'm gonna take it further. Because of who he was with, the stats felt bigger than what they really are.
Daytona was a good album.
No,
though. That was
I know, but he should be on the same level of a Currency, right? But Currency is not sitting next to Pharrell
Right.
and Ye, my brother. Like you're sitting next to 2 guys that have given hits to the entire world, and you ain't got one. So that means either they don't fuck with you, which I know that's not the truth, or you just hard to deal with.
But think about that dynamic too, like where we've seen like different artists, different indie artists that we've worked with in the past or seen in the past where they might be signed to a situation where they got bread, got access to it, but they just never like reached that point where they should. But then you got the artists
There's a
that don't
reason.
have access to no money, but to be creative.
That's my
and to do
point.
everything.
That's my point. You prove. That's what I'm saying. I think the interest in Pusha is also based on who he's with. I don't think if he's with Ye and Pharrell that Jim Jones acknowledges him. I don't think hip hop acknowledges him like that if he's not with who he's
you
with.
don't think Drake acknowledges him if he wasn't?
I think part of the reason why Drake acknowledged him because of who he was with. I think if Pusha was on an island by himself, he would be good. He would be dope. But it would be kind of like, it wouldn't be as artsy as it feels. It feels very artsy. It's like he can get anybody on a record. It's all these things he could do because of who he's with.
He's selling Louis Vuitton dope.
He's selling. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's selling. He has been the person that said, I can't sell these shirts for $100 because I'm between a $3,000 shirt and another $3,000 shirt. I got to at least sell it for $1,000 because they're going to see me who I'm next to and they're going to think, oh, it got to be worth $1,000 because who's he with. But
that's fair.
It never hit. Never hit. And I'm not. And by the way, Pusha, come on the show. I fuck with Pusha. I would like to hear his perspective, but I'm saying, let's be honest, bro. He underperformed. Nigga, he underperformed. And by the way, that's okay. A lot of people do. This might be the option to make him like, you know what? Let me do that. Like, Pharrell couldn't give you one. Pharrell couldn't give you one. Excuse me. What's your name?
Oh, no. Man, come on. Don't do that.
He not Kwame Brown.
Nah.
He is. Ooh. Pusha T is Kwame Brown. Oh, my God. Can I tell you why? 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 I'm going to tell you why. And when I say this, when I say this, Spitty, you're going to say, damn, you right. The only reason why Kwame Brown got such, because there was another guy that flopped in the NBA, the guy that got drafted by the Cavaliers, like Robert Smith. He was the #1 draft pick, but he wasn't drafted by Michael Jordan. Kwame Brown was drafted by Michael Jordan. That's why he has so much pressure. And Pusha is signed to Pharrell and Ye, and that's why he has so much pressure.
Nah, man, he ain't no bust though. I'm not gonna
I ain't gonna say a bust, but I'm saying Kwame Brown wasn't a bust. Kwame Brown was not a bust.
Yeah,
he was
Kwame
a bust.
He had 11 years.
He was a bust for a first round #1 pick. Yeah. If you picked him number 32, it's a great fucking draft pick. It's you wasted a #1 pick on him. That's what makes it difficult. But he wasn't a bust.
That is real.
That's real.
So what I'm saying is once again, I'm only speaking from
Gilbert Arenas gonna love
expectation.
This shit. I'm telling you, Gilbert gonna love this shit.
Who's that? Who you said?
Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas. Oh yeah. Why he said that?
Oh man, because that's how like they had that whole beef.
He done told Kwame. He done told Kwame like, bro, you squandered potential.
Yeah, but I mean, he got drafted by Michael Jordan. I think that this is when Michael Jordan is Teflon. This is when he's 6 rings Michael Jordan. He just took over a team and they was like, what is he going to do now? And that was his first step.
But can we say now that like Michael Jordan just is on the executive side of it, he just is not that guy. Like he cannot be that.
He's not executive. No. Hold on, hear me out. You're not as an executive.
He's an amazing
as a player's coach, team owner. Because his deal with Jordan made him a billionaire. He's smart executive, but I'm saying. But I think the reason why he's that way is because he is so intelligent. It's kind of like talking to somebody that's like you in 12th grade and everybody else in the 3rd grade. It's like, y'all don't see this? Y'all don't know this? Yeah. And I think it was just kind of like, man, he just resorted to hitting people like, stupid ass, listen. Like, what the fuck? You don't see what like, we heard he did that as a player too, by the way. So it was like, I just think that. But I just think he's so great that, bruh, it's hard. Yeah. It's hard. But Tamir, let's get into.
Okay, so I want to start off with G Herbo. He is suing his former manager and indie label for $40 million. So according to court documents, Herbo filed a lawsuit on October 25th. In the lawsuit, Herbo accused his former manager of unfair and one-sided dealings. I sent the article over to Juju so he could kind of digest it and explain it to me a little bit more. Do you think this is a realistic lawsuit? And do artists tend to sue their labels and managers like this on the back end?
Bro, this nigga lost his goddamn mind.
G Herbo?
Yeah, so listen.
Why you say that?
Listen. First of all, the whole thing is like he also owes he has $8.2 million in recoupable that his company that his manager.
By the way, guys, for everybody at home, that's label talk.
Yeah.
Right.
So $8.2 million in recoupable. That means literally like to create your product and put your music out, it's cost us $8 million to do so.
Oh, okay.
So mind you, I'm not gonna say I know G Herbo's business because I don't, but like you haven't generated that for streaming.
But can I tell you so no? Okay,
That means he's in
so let me
debt,
give you an example. When someone sues, they are suing with a big number
get a settlement.
with the intent on coming to mediation and settling for higher.
Okay.
Like we got sued for $100 million. I think the payout wound up being $450,000, but it was a $100 million lawsuit. So I don't really get caught up in any of that because we know that that's just like.
But I think the reality of this shit is too like when he says an unfair deal, bro. You are what you sign. Like like.
It's an unfair deal today.
Yeah, but even then, it's like I hate when people come and say, "Oh, my deal wasn't fair." It's like, dude, you had plenty of opportunity to negotiate and
bro, let me say something.
Decide what you want to
Every
sign.
deal is not based on who you are today. is based on who you are when you signed it. And if you wasn't up when you signed it, then you're not. That's what your deal was. Right. So him trying to, I just hate to see people sue each other and fall out. I hate that part.
How often can artists like renegotiate their contracts? Is that a thing?
You renegotiate every chance you get.
If you inside your books, if you know you have a 2-product commitment and you turn in both of your products, and you're like you can check what your recoupment is. Like you can say,
I want to say something. Let me give some advice to artists. If you want to renegotiate your deal, first thing, make money. It's the first thing you got to do. Make the person money, number one. And number two, audit them.
Yep.
Audit them. Like, he could audit them.
Does that cost money to audit?
It does.
Okay.
It does. But, you know, I've never heard of an audit that didn't come out higher than they was when it was worth it. It's like $20,000. Depends on who you are. But, yeah, it's serious. But audit somebody and then go ahead and then tell them, that's how 50 Cent got out his deal.
Yeah. Is that
audit it in the scope.
With you on your label if you audit them?
No.
Huh?
I mean, audit, bro, you do audits and they do audits with, it's almost like you a private
it's like you hire a private contractor to come in and look at their books on your behalf to figure out, calculate exactly. It's a tireless process.
The whole process
royalties process. So let me tell you something. You know how they said, you know how like when what's that Robin Hood fell down when all of the companies everybody started pulling their money out?
Yes.
Let every artist audit a label. You will see one of the big three is gonna fall.
Yo.
One of the big three will fall. If every artist on every label audit it at one moment, they bring the music industry down.
For real.
They're gonna bring them down. Because I think 50 audited Interscope and found that they owed him $16 million.
And I was about to say, what's crazy?
And then he was like, just keep it, just let me out and get my masters or something like that.
If most of the artists that were signed before 2015 go back and audit, their deals are
way different
before streaming. So like now all the deals all your deals now have streaming built into it. But prior to 2015, there was no streaming. So literally, if you're an artist that's been signed to a label 10 years, you'd be like, hey, bro, you got me fucked up.
Exactly.
You're not getting none of your streaming money because it wasn't even
It's
in the
not-
contract
it's
when
not
you
giving you
signed.
the right percentage.
Right.
It's not, and it's not even that. Let me take it further. Nigga, they are giving you advances to keep you in debt.
Right.
So the goal is to keep, if I cut you a check, why you asking me, do I owe you something? I just cut you a check. Of course I don't owe you shit.
Right.
I just cut you,
And
but
you
you
might
don't
be
know
investing
that
me on my money.
the check that I cut you, 80% of that was already owed to you.
You might be investing me on my own money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, nigga.
That's
Hold
the
on.
trick.
It's the most flagrant shit in the world.
For
That's
real.
like Terrell, let me give you an example. You can, Luther Vandross, wherever I think his music is at, Sony or Universal, wherever it is, there is somebody in a division that is being paid on his behalf, on his estate's behalf, to do things for his music. Like, let's try to do this campaign. Let's try to pitch it to this. And that gets charged back to him. So when you're signed to a deal, you give the label permission to spend on your behalf.
Okay.
Because what they're going to say is, we're not going to call you every time we need to spend $1. Right. If that's the case, so I would just say is, only charge me for the money that I approve. See how that works out. Woo! All right.
Yo, why G Herbo been all like acting crazy in all his interviews lately too though?
He about to go to jail.
Oh.
Yeah, he trying to get them orders.
He got to get his shit in order. He about to do. I hate that he doing that.
Yeah.
And it's weird, man. It's weird, man. It's like everybody wants to be rich and famous, but nobody wants to deal with the consequences of being rich and famous.
That's so real.
It's like, I want to be rich and famous, but I don't want you guys to judge me.
Right.
I don't want you guys to have an opinion on me. I want all my money, and I don't want no one to make money around me because this is my shit. It's just really weird. By the way, can I ask a question to you as a black woman?
Yes, love that.
It's two other black women in the room. They don't have mics in the room, but they can answer this. How do y'all feel about Jeezy right now? Like, he married he's only been with, hold on, hear me out. I'm gonna get it. He's only been with one woman publicly, well, 1.5, because Keisha Cole was probably the only one we heard about. Only woman he's been with publicly, he married, and she was Asian. And mind you, that's cool. You got your choice, you got your decision. But the reason I'm asking how y'all feel is because now he's like, I need my sisters.
He was dirty macking on what's his name?
On the
wasn't
alone.
He was like, yo, we going to dinner after this?
But I'm saying it's like
It's
why
a
is he
typical
why is he
cycle.
not getting treated the way OJ got treated?
No, he is getting treated, but I think that he was really smart about who he chose to do it with, right? As a black female, we respect Nia Long so much, and we understand.
Of course, he leveraged her.
Yeah, so he knew to go with our auntie that we was going to kind of.
But you're smart enough to know what he was doing. That's what I'm
Yeah.
asking. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel away. I feel two ways about it. I like that she got this opportunity. I like that she's going and
I'm removing Nia Long from the whole scenario.
But
How
I
do you
don't
feel
like
about
that
Jeezy?
He came back to where he Black men tend to have this thing.
No, let's talk about Jeezy.
Okay, Jeezy.
Nigga, we got to defend ourselves, right? Like, I don't wanna
So Jeezy in particular, Jeezy has black baby mothers. Like you said, he dated one black woman publicly, but then when it came down,
he halfway dated.
Halfway, we knew.
We never see him and Keisha on the red carpet
like in
holding
love
hands.
and holding hands, right?
We seen him.
And then when he does decide to finally get married and settle down, he does it with someone outside of his race. Mind you, he has just spoke so much to our community, and we have so many people who look up to him, and we just kind of was like, hold on, this is not what you've been selling this whole time. Now you're eating ramen and praying in Buddha temples, and you were just Jeezy the Snowman. So it was a kind of off brand for us, but we respected that he was growing and becoming a family man, and we love that. But then when it all falls down, we got to come pick up the pieces. We got to do the healing with you. We have to do the talking. Black men like to say that they don't have these spaces where they could talk to people.
Stay on Jeezy.
Right.
Jeezy,
I feel like
right.
I feel like I could talk to anybody. I don't feel
Right,
like
and I love that. And I
Gotcha.
want black men to know out there, like, if you do feel like there's nobody you could talk to in your circle, then you need to get a new circle. Because you should have at least one person that you could express yourself to.
So your response to my question is
They always come back to the black woman.
So that's how you feel.
Yes.
That's kind of a result, not how you feel.
Oh, I feel, like I said,
Are you angry? Are you frustrated? Are you like mad? Are you like, this is last
I'm
time?
laughing. I honestly think it's comedy. It's comedy how you could, like, you have to see, like, when I think of it and I look at the pictures and how he was sitting there and this girl didn't even want a baby, like, the whole thing is just
He also married a woman that went on live TV, national TV, and said I
that
like
he
black
was a side
meat on the
piece.
side. I like white meat to marry, and I like black meat to have fun with. She said that.
And he stood on it and married that woman.
And now he's like, black women, come save me.
Yes. And what are we doing? Going to save. Just running.
I just want to hear that. That's, to me, I just had to get that out.
I had that on my list. It was later.
So I feel like if anybody on this couch fuck up, y'all better come save us. The same way.
we got
It's
you.
not just because he's Jeezy.
Okay.
You better save me if I marry a white woman and she fuck.
Oh, I would love to show up. Oh, please invite me.
No show up and be like, nigga, I told you so. Show up and be like, how you doing, brother?
Okay.
I'm hurting right
Can
now.
I do that after
No,
my first?
I'm hurting right now. I'm hurting right now, sister.
You need nothing but positive
Sister.
affirmations.
Okay, so come in being nice.
Yep.
So I'm never gonna get to do a I told you so moment at any point in it. No, let it go. Okay, fine. Okay, DJ Akademiks gets emotional. I'll talk about his beef with Saucy Santana. So the issue with this is that Akademiks feels like it's not fair that Santana's able to be on the internet, threaten to do all type of things to him, and he can't even respond because then
He can respond. He responded.
Yeah, but he's getting really bad backlash to the point where he's sitting there crying on
cares?
camera, acting like
Nah, that's not why he's crying. He was crying on camera because
He didn't want
he's
it.
Jamaican. And I think the idea of a man saying he wants to have sex with him took him to a core where he was like, man, like that's some real, like, Caribbean people don't play about gay
they
shit.
don't play about that.
So it's like,
all.
I could see him being like his family, like, what that boy say he gonna do? Like, I could just see that laying on him. But I think he responds. How you feel about Akademiks, Spitty?
I mean, Akademiks is, he a troll. He purposely, trolls, purposely, like that's how he got his name. I mean, like talking shit about people, and back like during the true essence of like all them Chicago wars and all that. Like he was one of the main people like reporting on that and like really, speaking on that. So I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like, gotta respect the hustle, you know what I mean? But like, I don't really respect his ways or like his tactics and how like he move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, who does get to argue with the females and the gays?
So here's my thoughts on Akademiks. First of all, I like people that stand on their shit. Mm-hmm. So I love him for that, right?
Yeah, true that.
My thing is, I like people that stand on their shit. I don't have to agree with you. That's okay. Mm-hmm. But I like the fact that you stood over there and said, this how I feel, and I'm going to take whatever good come with it, whatever bad come with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I fuck with him. I just hate how he disrespects women.
Oh, man.
I think
that.
So this is my thing about it.
Hold on, let me see finish. I want to finish because it's a couple more things. I hate how he disrespects women. I hate that he thinks because he has more money, he's better. I hate that part. And the only thing I don't respect about him is that we've never seen him outside.
Never.
And my thing to him is like, talk that shit. No, we seen him outside once, and that was when he was having two girls fighting over a purse.
Right.
Like, talk your shit. But nigga, you be with me, I'm outside. I don't give a fuck what I said. If I seen Jeezy, I didn't say Jeezy's the bitch. I'm just like, how do you feel as a black woman? I stated the fact. He married an Asian woman, then he came to y'all for help when he divorced her. How did that make y'all feel? But I'm not disrespecting him. I'm not saying he's whack. He's a terrible person. Akademiks like, fuck them bitches, broke bitch. It's like, bro. And if you was outside knocking niggas out, hey, my nigga, he'll be the biggest nigga in the world. If we just saw him knock one nigga out, like, bitch, Akademiks is the realest thing ever. But, and the only thing I don't like is that I don't like how he talks about the generation before him. I think he's leading the agenda of old niggas need to be old. Fuck them. They old and over, and it's our turn.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say that is because as someone that is older than him, he's praying that he becomes this age. He prays that he gets his age. So when you start making fun of people that got to someone you praying to be, nigga, it's like you just telling God, fuck life. So that's my only thing. What you gonna say?
I think he pick and choose who he want to talk crazy to.
Nah, I won't. I can't give you that.
Nah, cause
Name somebody he stood down from.
Cause it's a difference, right? It's a difference that you talk crazy about, or it's the difference when you talk crazy behind the camera. But like, if I see you at like, if I pull up to an ASCAP event and I
That's what
see
I'm saying, but he's not there. That's what I'm saying. But
that's why I say he pick and choose. Cause like he not.
Nah, I don't think he pick and choose. I think he
talks crazy about,
and he knows he's no. This nigga ain't gonna never see me.
But this is the thing. He'll talk wild about a woman. Like he'll say some outlandish shit about a woman, but he'll draw the line with a man because he understands the repercussions of like he not gonna go all the way.
He went crazy on Freddie Gibbs.
Nigga, that's Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs got beat up on camera.
Yeah, but that shows that Freddie Gibbs is not afraid to fight.
Gangsta Gibbs.
But come on,
that's what I'm saying. Freddie Gibbs was getting jumped by 6 niggas and he was fighting back.
You think I'm saying the same shit? You think Ak say the same shit? Okay, I'm asking you a question. You think if Freddie Gibbs saw Akademiks out anywhere, he ain't on site?
Man, on site.
Oh, come on, bro. And you know, he might get his ass whipped. I don't know if he, but I'm saying it's gonna be a squabble.
It's gonna be a squabble.
Okay, that's my point.
But you think he'll say the same shit about Future? No.
Yeah.
No.
He's a fan of Futures.
But I'm saying
he's also a fan of winners. He's a fan of winners from his generation. Future and Drake is the king of his generation.
True.
That's fair.
He talks shit about Jay-Z. He'll talk shit about Ye. He'll talk shit about all these other niggas. But those 2 niggas are his.
But that's why I say he pick and choose, right?
And king.
You can say something outlandish about Jay-Z or Ye because you know there's not many repercussions. Jay-Z's not gonna slap you on camera. But you say some shit about you say some shit about.
I mean, hold on, let's be clear. He said some shit about Future. I mean, he said some shit about Puff. Nigga, Puff waited outside the club for 3 hours in his car to slap the shit out of Drake. we be acting like Puff ain't about that life.
No
nigga.
shade, but that's Drake.
Nah,
like,
nigga. Okay, so
New York nigga.
name another nigga that could wait. Name another nigga that could walk up to Drake and slap him. And Puff slapped him knowing that his security wasn't gonna do shit.
That's crazy.
Nigga, it's me and you, nigga.
That's fair.
That's why I'm like, so it's like Puff will run up on him. He's not outside. Does he host parties? Nah. Imagine if the nigga got paid $50,000 to host a party, and they just want him to host the shit to beat the shit out of him in the club.
That's fucked up. Man, that's probably why you don't host parties.
That's probably why you don't come outside. Right. Like you be in that motherfucking jam and shit. The nigga you been with all day just punch you in the back of the head. Like, and then these are the same niggas that gotta get you to your hotel tonight. Right. They know your room you in. They know everything about you. They gonna beat your ass for an hour.
That's funny.
I mean, but I think that's the difference too. Like I feel like Ak is not one of the niggas that fought a lot growing up, because you can tell the nigga that fought a lot. Like there's certain things that you will say like you tone it back because you like, bro, I know I'm gonna have to see this nigga eventually.
That's what I'm saying. He talks crazy. Like he literally said, didn't he say you want to fight Blueface? Like, nigga, me and you in the ring, I'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
I want to. Let's put that
on.
See that. I pay for that.
Blueface really be boxing.
I'm gonna say Blueface.
That's why we want to see it. But what I'm saying is like dog, Smitty, I ain't lying to you. They know this. If they called me and said Lil Baby's girlfriend, or it could be Jada, his baby mama, I wouldn't want to interview her. There's no disrespect, but it's like I feel like it's not manly for men to sit in the room and gossip with women. So I'd rather Tamira could do it. I'll do it if we think it's gonna help the show, but it'll be like, Tamira, you go. Like,
no, I got
because it's like you might see my woman and nigga, don't talk to mom without making. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a man though, so I'm gonna treat you like a man. If I see your wife outside or your girl, nigga, I'm gonna treat her like I see my girl outside. Yeah. You my nigga chick. Hey, you straight? You good? Cause I don't want to talk to her. So tell me how's life. What do you and Spinny do on vacation? Like, I can ask you that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weird talking to the women of men lives. It's just I wouldn't want to do that.
No, I know what you mean.
So I just think it's like Dame Dad says. I think that's chatty patty. Like I'm being a chatty patty. So how'd you start your business? Like, it's like we did Pinky, but I don't know her boyfriend or her husband. I know Pinky, so I don't mind doing her. But if I knew her her nigga first, I wouldn't have done it.
So you want to interview Joe Smith's wife?
Nah.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't.
I want to see the OnlyFans.
I wouldn't,
Lord.
but I heard. But I would. I would want to. If I put it like this, if I did interview her, it'd be to have Joe's back.
Okay.
It'd be to say, why the fuck
Would you do
are
that?
you doing that to your goddamn husband, young lady?
Right.
Like it would be that. Like it'd be like, well, I need money. What did you need money? It would be that. It would be to interrogate her on behalf of her. But
So you don't have
I'm
an
on.
inkling of wanting to know what's on that OnlyFans. I want to know. I just want to know.
I heard she was a big porn star.
She,
You know her
she
name?
Yeah,
said
she
she
was
was
a
a
porn
porn
star
star
way back
when
in
he
the
Nigga,
day.
I
married-
just
when he
I
married
googled
her.
the name and I saw it.
She
Like-
said, "You know who I was when you got here." She said she
I
was like,
googled the
I think she
name
wants
and
to-
I saw it. I don't need nothing
I
else.
think that's
Right.
another thing too, though. I can't.
Googling your
Why do
wife's
we,
name and porn coming up
why
is
do-
crazy.
A nigga can't get mad. A nigga can't get mad if your girl just resort back to the old shit she was doing. It's like, bro,
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. If you try
thought
to
she was gonna
change her
reform?
life,
You thought she was gonna
yes,
reform this
yes.
motherfucker?
I'm not
Yes.
with you on that. If you tried to change that girl's life, yes.
But these like the same cats that be at the
Honestly,
strip
no.
club being like, baby, man, you know I could take you out of here. Like I could change
Yeah,
your
but-
life.
but
He
he
did
took
take
you
her
out.
out. He took
No,
her
he
out.
took you out.
Nah, bro, but this
Shit.
is the problem.
But
This
you
is the
might have
problem.
to
And
go
I was literally watching KJ. Look, Keon Martin say this shit earlier. He was talking to his son KJ.
He said,
right?
yeah, he said, I saw that.
Yeah, he was talking to us. So he was like, bro, like when you get to the league, there's gonna be certain women that you can be like, you can ask all your niggas about them, bro, because like it's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's like my thing is like in that situation, if you knew your shorty was a porn star, you knew she's a freak, and now you getting a little older, you probably don't do the same shit you do, nigga. You don't think she getting service somewhere?
Oh my God, no,
Think about
no.
it. Think about that logic. That's a like you don't think she getting service somewhere, nigga. So like what did you expect this to be? So I think the problem is like he thought that she was reformed and he was like, yeah, I done changed her life, blah, blah, blah. She's like, no, nigga, I'm bored now, nigga. It's been 15 years. This shit ain't elevated. I'm bored.
That
Listen,
don't
let me
give
tell
you
something.
excuse to
You
go be-
expose the fact that y'all having money problems. When you know somebody having money problems, it makes it very easy to do business with you because I know you got money problems now. So now, instead of offering you a job and saying, why don't you come be a commentator? I got $500,000 for you. I'm like, nigga, 124.
Right.
Just offer you anything.
Nigga, I know your bitch just told me I ain't got no money. Nigga.
That's real.
So that's my problem. You exposed him. And you should never expose your husband, and you should never expose your wife.
Yeah,
You should
that's-
never expose your lover. I don't like pillow talk. I don't think none of that shit. You should never do none of
But
that.
Ray, let's be honest. Look at her where she came from. There's no moral like compass. There's no moral code for being a
Right.
porn star or being a sex worker. That's not.
So
I mean, I'm not gonna
sex
say
workers
that's not
don't have morals.
I'm not gonna say they don't have morals, but there's a different code. There's a different code of ethics. Like you have to have a like. It's almost like I got a homegirl that became a stripper, right? You know, her first day becoming, she was like, bro, I had to get drunk as fuck.
You have
She's
to.
like, because I had to block out the fact that I'm about to be up here ass naked in front of a bunch of strangers. Right.
Shaking that puss out.
Now imagine you getting bust down by strangers.
Oh my God.
It's a whole different, like,
Come
it's not.
No, but you're getting bust down by other sex workers.
Okay.
They're all professionals.
Hold on, Ray.
No, I'm being
Great
honest with you.
perspective. Okay,
Yo, what
I see
y'all
that.
think about? She was on an interview saying that she don't count none of her bodies
Oh,
from
bitch.
porn.
I've dated women that do porn, and they don't.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Because that's work.
Yes. I've dated women that do
And
porn.
how do you feel about that?
but the cars on the tire is still
Hit me out.
That's
No.
what the mileage is
Like,
still
they
on
still
the
getting
motherfucking
weird.
The oil change is
walnut.
fine.
But hear me out. But they
Still
said,
needs
but
to do porn,
bro.
they also said most women that do porn don't enjoy the sex. No, Tamira, they don't enjoy because you gotta remember you're fucking a stranger. It's like there
that's
someone
a
hear me
lot.
out, hear me out,
I'm
hear,
about to say,
hear me out, hear me
somebody
out,
said LeBron
hear me
James don't
out.
like shooting jump shots.
No, hear me
Come
out.
on, nigga.
No, hear me
Adam's
out.
22
Could
wife
y'all-
look like she
could
loves
y'all
that
hear
porn
me
she
out?
has.
Could y'all hear me out?
We listening. We listening.
Could y'all hear me out?
We listening.
Because I actually dated one and that was my baby. Hear me out.
Yo, bust it, baby.
That's time of your life.
Actually, no. They ain't as wild as you think they are. Hear me out. I'm gonna just tell you something. They
Being a
look
freak
at
is
it like
overrated.
she's like when you're fucking on camera, you have someone telling you, okay, stop. Camera roll, get this stuff together. And you gotta sit there. It's like, y'all not fucking. It's like, all right, cool. All right, cool. Camera back on, camera rolling. All right, cool. Action. And now you about to, it's like, you're not fucking. You're not really fucking.
Ray,
And you gotta,
it's still fucking.
no,
I
you
watch
are.
the porn. Right.
You are.
Just because there's a pause in the middle.
You are.
I've seen a lot
You,
of
what I'm
porn
saying,
in
you
my
can
day.
Commercial break. It's a
Right,
timeout.
there
It's
you
TV
go.
timeout. It's a TV
It's a
timeout.
commercial
It's
break.
still a sport. She's still
I'm
fucking.
saying they don't think that they don't. I'm saying like, because one day she said to me, she was like, you know, like I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it feel good getting fucked, and I was like, hold on, it don't always feel good. She's like, hell no. You gotta remember, they don't. It's not like you get to pick and choose who you're attracted to. Like every man you probably been with, you was attracted to. Imagine if you came to work, you had a fucking nigga that you would never fuck
So
with.
Ray, let me tell you the difference though. You're talking about
that's not fun.
You're talking about
and you gotta suck his dick. You gotta do all this nasty shit to
you're
him.
talking about a professional porn shoot. She got OnlyFans. That's not no goddamn.
No, she was a professional porn star.
But before
She was a professional porn star. She was a professional.
So what the fuck did he expect?
A good time for the rest of his life.
Right. That is exactly what he thought.
Not to run out of money and her go have a good time without him.
Bro, that brother like he tired. That brother done played
Don't do that
basketball
to
20
him.
years of his life. His knees ain't the same. Nigga got arthritis in the toe.
You don't mess with. I'm gonna just tell y'all something.
So girls could step
As a man
out?
that has done it, you don't mess with a porn star if you ain't trying to have a good time, and you're gonna have a good time.
I mean, I have my
He
fair share
said
of freaks.
dating a freak is underrated.
No,
It's
no,
overrated.
Oh hell yeah.
Being a freak is overrated.
I said
dating.
dating a freak is overrated.
Why?
What? I don't know
get
about
Ray
tired.
How is
said, Ray
that?
said my ear's not working.
I get
Hold
tired
on.
of after a while.
What the wow? What she said? Get tired of what?
I say I personally get tired.
Of
Ray's
what?
not comprehending this.
Bro, like sometimes she take the freaky shit overboard. You be like, hey, look, calm down. Calm
Like
down.
what? We want to know.
Right, right.
I'm like,
Right.
wait a minute.
Right.
Right.
Give me an example.
Baby.
I'm intrigued.
You be like, dial it back, baby.
Down the back?
Dial it back, baby.
No, he wasn't.
No.
You wanna
no,
turn
no.
it
We tell
down?
bitch push it forward. I
Right.
want to know what is there to dial back.
Yeah, I
No,
never tried to
sometimes,
dial it back.
I've never told a woman pull unless she was into some weird shit. I was like, you ain't putting
Oh,
nothing
wait,
in
hold
me.
on.
Oh, no.
Wait, hold on. You seen Cameron saying that Sukiana was playing eating the ass in the car for him, and he was like, "Hold on, is this a sub?"
Nah, he said some chick was with him and she was playing.
Oh,
the
she was playing. I
Sukiana
thought it was
song.
Sukiana. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so and she was like, "Hold on, is this a sub?" Y'all would let girls do that? That's too. That's where you draw the line. That's your line.
I
drawing.
mean,
I'm down for a bitch to put her mouth anywhere in my body she wants to do it. I'm with
I knew
it.
Ray was
Yeah,
gonna say that.
feels me.
I used to date a chick years ago. I used to wake up. I swear to God, I used to wake up and my toes be in her mouth. Like just wake up like this. And she got both feet together and it's like
Right.
sucking my toes and
see,
shit.
I gotta draw the line, right?
I was in
gotta
love.
draw the line right
I was
there.
in love.
I gotta.
I said, bitch, what do you need to be okay in life?
What your mama
honest.
need? Wait.
Bro,
You
I
for
wake,
right
up with,
now.
I wake up with a girl got my big toe in her mouth. Like, we got an issue, shorty.
Nah.
Like, yo, shorty.
That's a bitch
See,
that
you do
loves
that
you.
with that.
Yo, a
You gonna
chick
kick
that
her.
No
love you
love
like
like that.
though,
There's
and
no
suck your
love like
toes,
that
dog,
love.
And you got some ugly feet, bro. Like that,
Now if you got ugly ass feet,
It's not even that. It's just like,
Nah,
baby, you.
most dudes got ugly feet.
Tamara, is there such thing as a guy going too far sexually? Have you had a guy that you went too far sexually? Just curious.
No. Well, I
That he
saved.
just did some shit. You was like, hold on, nigga.
I
hold-
saved one of my hoes for marriage, so
That is the
that's
most
too
white
far.
girl.
What? You gotta have something
That's
for your
funny.
husband. Ray done kicked me off the couch. He's
No,
like,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
but that's where I would do
How
it.
to,
Just cause.
okay, can I tell y'all something? I want to give you some advice. If you want to be a wife, treat a nigga like a wife the day you meet him. Do what you would do as a wife. That's how you get married. That's why black girls don't get married.
be
Because
taking
hear me
y'all
out. That's why a lot of black women don't get married. Because they be like, I'm gonna say that for my husband. How you think I'm gonna get there?
Right.
How you think I'm gonna get to become your husband? You do the crazy shit. I'm like, I want to marry this motherfucker right here. I want to marry that for the rest of my life.
And how
You
you-
don't get married because what happens if we together 3 years, and then we get married, and now you want to do the crazy shit. First thing I'm thinking to myself is, where the hell you
Where
learn
you
that?
learn this shit at?
Right.
So you need to give me that
So
shit
now
immediately.
You've had this shit in the tuck the whole time.
Hold on, you mean to tell me you never did that? I was waiting for you to be my husband. I'd be like, I want a divorce, man. Fuck out of here.
And
I
how you
be
know you
having
gonna
lame?
be? How you know you gonna be good at all that freaky
Yeah.
shit? Like when it's time for the husband? Like if you ain't
I'm
had
good
no
with other
practice.
stuff, so the other
I
stuff
can
should
give you
come
some advice.
naturally.
If you a hoe, be the greatest hoe of all time.
Just go for it.
Now let me tell y'all something.
Be
I
the
wanna give-
Michael Jordan
I'ma
of
tell-
hoes.
No, real talk.
So you telling
Hear me out.
Joe Smith wife be the greatest hoe of all time?
Right.
No,
Come on,
be the
now.
greatest.
Jordan
Hold on, hear me out.
Brown.
Be the greatest hoe of all time to get your husband and get all the money. She was a great hoe. She just married a dude that probably ran out of money. I'm pretty sure he had some good times with her.
Come on.
But I'm just saying, if you want to be a wife, be a hoe day one. Now, I'm not saying be a hoe day one for everybody because that's a little reckless. But the minute that you think that this dude has potential, usually you could tell that first 3 days. If he has potential, when you go give him some that night, give that nigga the experience of a lifetime. Don't hold back. Matter of fact, if you give him the experience of a lifetime the first time, he'll fuck you 3 million times wanting that same experience again. Chasing that experience is like crack. Like, no, a crackhead gets high the first time. The best high is the first high.
Right, you chasing that.
They
every
chasing that
time.
high. That's
Wait,
why they
hold on.
selling
Okay.
kids and shit. They trying to get that high
get me
again.
high 'cause y'all
Give
know.
him that high day one. I promise you, he will marry you.
Why do I have to? Okay, can I just suck some dick? Like I gotta go the whole sex? I don't got sex. I don't got no sex.
There's levels to giving head.
Right.
There is.
The way you just said, "Can I
Definitely.
suck some dick?" That sound like level 2.5.
Yeah, yeah. It
Just a little
definitely
bit
sound-
sound.
We need
it definitely
level
sound like the
9.9.
like the-
Out the gate?
Yes. Yeah, listen to me. You want to get a husband. I'm not saying do this to every guy, But the
Shit,
first
from a show
time
to
you
get
meet
money
him
this shit.
and you feel like he the one, give him the motherfucking treatment. You're never gonna have to do it again, unless he like me and he like, nah, where that's at.
Well, I haven't dated nobody that was good enough for that yet. So I know what you mean.
When you meet somebody that's good enough.
you'll know. I got you.
Because if a guy don't put it on you, like then
What would
shit,
nigga say
you
the good
ain't-
shit for you?
you
I
ain't
got
gonna
some
be
moves
calling
I'm gonna say
back.
to you
You
when we
ain't-
married though.
What if a nigga only hit you on one round?
Look how stupid that sound. You want 3 rounds, you gotta be my wife.
Right.
You'll be like, what?
What?
Think about it. You don't want to. This is what people don't understand. They think marriage is making it. No, meeting someone is making it, and marriage is a gift in meeting someone. But hoes win because hoes like being hoes. Like, we had a friend that was a friend of this show that was married to Kim Kardashian. And when he tells you the story of her, you like, I see why she ain't got Kanye moving next door to her. I see why she got the people going crazy. Because she is about that life.
Hoe is life.
Ho is life. They actually are the faces of Ho is life. Like, I know people that was like, yo, man, they do shit that you don't have to do at this point. It's like, you a billionaire now. I don't give a fuck what I am. This is who I am. Billion or not, I'm going to do this. So I'm just saying, if you want some advice, be a hoe to the right man.
Oh my God.
And by the way, I would tell this to my daughter if she was old enough, and I would say to her, but for the right man. If he don't worship you, then don't do it.
Okay, like Ruby
But-
Rose and Paul Pierce.
Yes, if she put it on that nigga will be marrying her at a Celtic wedding.
For sure,
Yo,
Paul.
for real.
For
She
sure,
probably
Paul.
don't want to. She probably don't want to, but if she did, she'd probably marry him at a
She want
Celtic
that
wedding.
retirement money.
She threw him the OnlyFans number.
What?
Yeah, 'cause I was like, why would you put this
She
in
tweeted
public?
them back, put the OnlyFans number out there.
Mm-hmm.
People were mad about this because they were saying like people were calling Paul Pierce like an old head and like why are you trying to talk to this young girl, but Diddy and Young Miami are running around here all happy.
Man,
on,
did I understand Robert De Niro is 70 years old?
Al Pacino?
Right.
Al Pacino is
Yeah.
literally 70 years old with a what?
That's another
38-year-old wife?
thing. Women don't have the years
Leonardo
that men
DiCaprio.
have. The access. Like, women get to a certain place, you can have kids, everything. So while you young,
Just go for it.
go for it.
But I read something because we were having an argument the other day, and they said women actually peak sexually in their late 30s, early 40s.
Even better. Better be a wife though.
That's
You're
real.
gonna just be getting ran through.
Right.
Alrighty then. So
Girls be
Instagram
wasted.
comedian Fatboy 22 got caught having an aggressive argument with his
Who?
girlfriend in the nail
Fat
salon.
Boy SSE? Fat Boy SSE.
Oh shoot! Why are you messing up stuff?
Okay.
Okay.
Adam 22.
Oh, that getting them confused. So anyway, so he got in an argument with his girlfriend in the nail salon. He wants to know why does he get canceled, but Blueface and Krishan are glorified. So it's that selective outrage.
No, that's not selective outrage. I can give you a prime example. We have all seen Blueface's baby mother on the red carpet punch a girl and be like, yeah, I'm like that. We know why he fights her.
He fight for his life at home.
Man,
He
for
fight for
real.
his life.
Nigga,
For
she
real.
literally
She
has fought
punching like
security
a dude.
to be to him. Like, bro, you tripping, bro. Like, let me tell you, guys, I'm gonna give you guys some advice out
That's
there.
funny.
Do not mess with a girl that you're messing with, that you're sleeping with if she calls you bro. She's crazy.
Yo.
She's a fucking psycho.
I
If
learned
your
too.
chick tells you, if you got a girl right now and she says bro when y'all arguing, she a psycho.
If your woman is inclined to disrespect you in public, like bro,
What?
she'll fight you.
Oh, yeah,
she'll
for
for sure
real.
fight you. She'll disrespect you in public. She'll fight you.
And by the way, that was whack that he said Blueface does it. I hate that.
Yeah, like I hate when people put somebody else's name in it, hate on somebody
But once
else.
again,
They catch a stray
once
Z.
again, guys, we have people who like the perks of being famous and
Right.
rich, but don't like the work of it. And it's real work. You want to know how much work it is? Go watch the scene of Jay-Z in the elevator with Solange, and then cut right from that to them getting in the cars. You would have never knew it was a problem.
Right.
Beyonce came out smiling. Jay came out on point. Solange wasn't smiling, but we wasn't watching her anyway. We was watching them two. No, not being funny, but
That's real.
You know, everybody know her sister's probably the most famous woman in the world. So we was watching her, and you saw Jay. Yo, I'm getting in the car. I'm gonna get over y'all. Dog, it's a price to being famous, and it's a price to being rich. And what we have right now is a lot of people who don't want to pay it, but like the benefits of it, and that's why you have what's happening to old boy.
And you got a lot of people not cut from like no kind of cloth, like for real, for real. So like these people famous and we look at them in a certain light and expect them to almost be a certain way. But then I know we all know from like working close with some of these folks, man, you end up working with somebody who was almost like your hero and you be disappointed. Like, man, you flaw. Like you
like this fuck ass nigga, boy.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like, damn, dog.
Nah, it's crazy. It's bad.
Okay, so friend of the show, D1 Music, has been all over the internet because he's been pulling out.
His show is out right now on us.
Yeah, so
Go check it out.
on Wednesday. Make sure you guys all check it out.
Check it out. It dropped. Yep, on Wednesday. Check it out.
That's what's up.
D1 is very true about trying to change what's going on in rap music right now and being positive and making people be a little bit more accountable about what they're putting out there. So he calls out Rick Ross. Ross responds and goes, I've been taking care of my community for 15 years. When you've done stuff like this, holla at me. D1 says, you're neglecting, you're deflecting.
Which he was.
Yeah. So what are we thinking about the whole situation? Where do we think this is going? What could be the solution here?
Once again, if you're outside and you're talking about certain things, you cannot get mad when someone calls out a contradiction. You just can't. I was thinking about today, bro. I was just thinking, I was like, let me tell you what this world is. R. Kelly has been rumored to be what he was since he came out, since Aaliyah came out, 94. It took that man to go through an entire, matter of fact, they dropped a tape of him fucking a little girl. And guess what? Because he was making RCA or Sony money, they stuck by his side. The minute that the ride was over, they turned him over to them people. And to me, that's fucked up. Like that, to me, that's my problem. Like, all of y'all should go to jail. Anybody who knew about it should go to jail. And what D1 is doing, which I like, is D1 is he's calling out people who are lining their pockets for the sake at the cost of his community. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I actually wish Ross would have responded differently because I think Ross is brilliant. But to me, he kind of took what he was saying as, oh, you going low, I'm gonna go lower. And he was really trying to take you higher. So you kind of made yourself look a little dumber because he was like, go ahead.
So you watched Godfather Harlem, right?
Of course.
So you remember when the artist painted that picture on Bumpy Johnson and Bumpy got mad as hell? Mm-hmm. But the reality was, like, you really got rich from lining your pockets from destroying the community.
That's why that's why I get mad at people. I'm like, I hate when drug dealers give out turkeys. Nigga, you giving out turkeys with the money you sold drugs to?
Right.
I said that on the show, by the way. So
that's what D1 was kind of.
That's what D1 is saying. He's
Ross,
saying, like, and to be honest with you, I just think that he wasn't wrong. Meek, if you're going to be the face of reform, then you got to take the responsibility, because maybe that's why they're not taking your reform as serious as you want them to, because they see you still on some bullshit. You can't be the guy out there saying, like, imagine if Barack Obama had a diss song against Trump and he's like, yo, fuck your bitch, and it click your claim, and it'd be like, no, that's not Obama. And he's like, bitch, that's me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, nigga, you can't.
That's me.
Yeah, exactly. That's me. That's how I felt. But I'm saying, I wish that Ross didn't go so low. Love Ross. That was the first time I was like, damn, my nigga, you shouldn't have did that. Because you can't. D1 is speaking for a community. Like, bro, let me tell you something. The middle class is gone. Niggas is tired. Money is low everywhere. And now niggas is going to start pointing fingers and going to start picking and choosing who they want to support and who they don't want to support based on how you make them feel.
But I think this draws like to a bigger issue too. Like, you have, when you get to a certain stature, I feel like if you don't have the real people around you that actually check you, you can't even have an intellectual conversation when you do get checked. Because like now you have no understanding of how to go high or low. Like there was no high or low for Ross. He went with the first thing that came to mind was like, now you got me fucked up. I'm about to come back at your ass. And it's like, no, there was an intellectual way for you to approach this, because you're supposed to be the biggest boss. You're supposed to be the person, like, if you're this person.
But Ross shows that he's petty.
He didn't have an answer for him though. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to D1.
Like my thing is this. D1, and first of all, D1 didn't say nothing about Ross. He was calling out Meek.
Meek, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, he said Ross too, though. He said both.
What he said about?
He mentioned.
Well, I'm saying, but he specifically said a Meek line. That's all I'm saying. He specifically said Meek said this.
Right. And it was based on, it's predicated on the fact that they're doing.
I catch you at the light. Yeah. Then I was like, oh, Meek said that. Oh shit.
Yeah.
You can't be the guy. You can't be sitting next to Robert Kraft and then say you catch him at the light. Right. Like, you can't be sitting on the front saying fucking jail reform if you're saying you're gonna do something to put you back in jail. Like, nigga, and nigga, you think I love Meek, my nigga. I think he's probably the most realest person that's a rapper in the game. That's why I think he fell out with Drake. That's why I think he fell out with a lot of people, because he was the realest, like, human. Meek is just a real human. But I also think it's like with NLE Chopper. I'll hit myself. When NLE Chopper was woke, Nigga, he still went on a Funk Flex freestyling. Every other bar was killing a nigga.
Right.
And I was like, damn, it hit me like, I'm like, fuck. Like, but it's almost like I play basketball like this, but I talk like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's like Iggy Azalea. Like Iggy Azalea raps one way and talks another. Drake talks like a Canadian, but he raps like an American.
Yep.
So it's kind of like, sometimes you just don't know. But if Meek would have responded like, you know what, bro? You're right. I'll be more accountable next time. I think it would have rolled over way better.
Yeah.
But to just act like, nigga, I could do what I want. Okay.
But at what point, like, do we have to hold like these artists so literal to their lyrics? I mean, I know that like hip hop is the expression of the community. Like these
Of
cats
truth.
is truth, right? And they talking about like the experiences that they've been through, or maybe experiences that's around them. But then, like, so we know that, like, to a certain degree, there is truth with it, you know what I'm saying? But also, cats is deeming it as entertainment, like, so.
But if you move it into the politics space, that's literally like fucking Joe Biden coming back and saying, hey.
Yes, it's like Meek Mill wanted to stand on the front of the White House and hold Joe Biden's hand and shake his hand and be like, we're going to go that. Imagine what the red side is going to do. Look what Joe Biden is shaking the hand of a guy who said he's going to kill someone.
Right.
Like, it's like they can use it. You too smart to know they can't use that against you. Yeah. And I think if he would have just responded like, yo, bro, you know what? You're right. Or I'll think about that next time. Or, man, I appreciate the observation. I think it would have went over bad. Yeah. But he did what most people with money do when they have money is like, nigga, I'm more than you. You can't talk about me. And I think that's changing.
Politics starts from micro level too. So if he like, it's like you would think it's not that big of a deal, but on a micro level, when you're trying to get funding for a certain city or you try to get a government contract done, they like no. Hey, remember this right here? Yeah. We resorting back to this.
Yeah. Exactly. I just think that I think hip hop as a whole needs to have its own have an audit of itself. And I think the only way the audit starts is if people start speaking up against their peers. Like I like to tell you, about 300 years ago, there was one white guy that was like, I don't think we doing these slaves wrong. And somebody said, shut the fuck up, boy, you want to be a slave? 300 years later, he's right. But during that time, it took a lot to say that.
Ray, you know what's fucked up? That's not even why slavery ended, right?
No. I'm not saying as it is, but I'm just saying there was somebody around that was like, man, that there was a white kid that had a best friend that was a slave and was like, that's my friend. They was like, no, it's not. He's like, yes, it is. I love her. And it, like, no, I'm telling you, like, it takes peers to say that's wrong.
Yeah, true.
Peers saying that's wrong, like, if Spitty's saying I'm doing something right, I'm gonna listen way more than one of my friends from the South Side is. You do what I do, so I'm gonna listen to you more. I don't give a fuck what they say. They're not on the path I'm on.
Yeah.
So his peer said it. And the crazy part is I believe that if one of us said it, Meek would have received it differently.
Yeah.
I just think he didn't like that it was his peer. But I love that it was his peer because, nigga, we need, like, y'all niggas is the new Malcolm and Martin.
Niggas need to be holding each other.
Don't get me wrong, Martin Luther King was fucking a lot of hoes we heard later. But when he was alive, we didn't know that shit. That nigga was marching. We didn't know he was fucking 8 girls he was marching with. We didn't know that eight of the women in that march was getting digged down by Dr. Martin Luther King that night. But he understood the position he had to play. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like Meek and Ross have to understand the position that they are now playing. Because here's the thing. We know y'all not doing this album for money. Or at least we praying y'all not.
Right.
We praying that this is not we need to make some money album. We praying that this is just.
But then you also got to go back and look at like Meek's like, oh, I'm doing all my shit independent now. I'm doing it's a lot of different variables.
Yeah, but my nigga, you dog. Jay-Z, when he wanted to talk gangster shit, he went and got the American Gangster soundtrack. He didn't just say, I'm gonna talk gangster shit. He found a way to tie himself to something to talk gangster shit. And that's why it worked. So when he started talking about say hello to the bad guy, we as much as we know that's probably how he feels, nigga, we know he's talking about Frank Lucas.
Right.
When he says, you know what I'm saying, like I got the blue pill, like I got that blue magic. We know he's not selling crack. He's talking about Frank Lucas. And I think that if these guys want to talk gangster shit, they just got to be a little bit more creative to get there.
So
if you're going to be out there saying I want jail reform.
So like I fuck with Meek, I fuck with Ross, but I think you're giving them too much intellectual credit. And the problem, like you're expecting them to be able to think through a problem. Like I don't know if Meek plays chess. So like,
but here's the thing.
That's why I said Ross probably didn't have an answer for D1. Like I don't think he had.
He had to make fun of him. But here's the thing. Okay, so let's take that. Let's say that's the truth. y'all need at least one smart nigga around you.
Real shit.
One nigga that y'all gonna listen to gonna be like, yo, now let's think about when you press that button, hold on, this is how that could be received. You need one of those around at least.
But a lot of these cats won't keep that smart nigga around. I've been that smart nigga around.
You know why they keep that smart nigga around? Because that smart nigga start calling them out. Hey, bro, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Hey, shut the fuck up, yo. Get the fuck out of my life. No, you can't do that, bro.
Like you gotta we gotta stop giving the artists like let's not expect them to be smarter than what we think they are. And like I'm not calling them dumb by any means because you're successful in your own right. But there's a difference in being like having the intellectual like prowess to be able to have a conversation with like
prowess. You know who graduated college?
Not for real. Like it's a difference in being able to have a conversation and now I can.
I love when I hear that word. I'm like college graduate.
Nah, but like, it's a difference. Like you start having a conversation and you can realize like, nah, bro, he can't even keep up with me. Like this, we won't even. It's not even a dueling match right now.
But the more Ross speaks, the more I think he exposes that there's a petty side to him that's unnecessary. And for me, it's like, that's not going to age well.
So, you know, I think that's
50 Cent already got that seat.
I think that's our biggest. I think that's
50 already got that seat.
That's our biggest hindrance in our community, though.
What?
Like when you talk about success, like we have such a level of pettiness and non-humility where it's like we were literally like, nah, I'm gonna get the last blow.
No, but you know what though? I'm gonna tell you something. Shaka told me this. This shit changed my life. He said, when people who didn't have get money, they lead with what they have. And they think because they have it, they deserve to be in that space. And just because you have it don't mean that they see you as one of them. So you can't lead with money. You got to lead with character.
That's real.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for me, I just feel like I just wish that these dudes led with more character than they did with the pettiness. Especially because if Rick Ross would be like, okay, so I'm going to give y'all an example. I love Hove. Love that nigga. Seeing Hove grow up made me say, damn, I might have to grow up a little bit too. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
just seeing him but if you see a nigga on the same shit he was on 30 years ago, you'd be like, nigga.
But there's a certain,
still on that, nigga.
There's also a certain level of realness that comes with that too, though, because you look at Hove, he's had the same niggas around him for 30 years. So
true.
So when you start having other people, when you get to a certain level, you don't have people around you that can like you ain't gonna have you might have your smartest buddy that's been around you 30 years, but as soon as you get to year 29 and he tell you something, you like, nah, I don't agree with it, you kick him to the curb. But that's been a nigga that's been keeping you on the straight and narrow and keeping your shit in order because he understands how you think.
People don't like having people around them who remind them who they used to be. That's why they have a term called starter wives, because I work my ass off to not have to hear about who I was 10 years ago. And you remind me every time I want to because every time I feel like I don't want to be humble, you want to remind me where I came from. What made me work so hard is where I came from, and I don't want to go back there. So there's a way, it's like Teron. I talk to Teron way differently now, him being 8 figures up, than I would when I met him and he was working at Party City. It's not because I'm afraid. It's just because I've seen him grow into a man and I got to give him that. Like, it's like, nigga, me and you been friends almost 20 years, but it's like, damn, look at us, nigga. Yeah. I remember you was in my office a year ago when I first started the God Show. You had 325,000. I got 462. Yeah. That's growth. It's like we growing together. That's why we can sit at the table. Absolutely. But if I was imagine me and you together and we hanging out, I'm like, where the bitches at? You be like, Ray, you asking me where the bitches at, nigga? We supposed to be in our wealth stage in life. Like, I don't want to talk about bitches no more. I want, nigga, even if you doing it still, it's nothing to brag on no more.
Right.
It's the bitches is fucking more than the bitches want to, they acting like niggas now. They high-fiving each other. Yeah, you fucking too. You fuck them too? Shit. You got some money out of them too.
Right.
Oh, bitch, we gone. Like, come on, bro. So it's not like if you still bragging on sex 20 years later, nigga, you ain't lived your life.
Yeah, I remember you used that term starter wife. I remember, bro, this distinctly, man, some game you gave me years ago. And you told me, you was like, Spitty, you don't want to be the starter wife. And I was like, what you mean by that? I swear. I'm gonna break this down for y'all. So like at the time, like I would be frustrated because I would be working with these different artists, like running their digital marketing, running their campaigns, and doing all these epic things. And then like after a certain amount of time, success and all that, and then would get let go. And then be on to, all right, moving on to the next artist while I work, build up and all that. And he would see me doing that for years. And then when I would talk about things I'm doing, I'd be like, yeah, and then I was with this artist and built him up to do this, and was with this art and built him up to do this. And he was like, Spitty, you gotta build your own shit. You gotta build your own thing so that you're not always talking about how you help somebody else build their thing and help somebody else be better.
You don't want to be a starter wife.
He broke it down like being a starter wife. He was like, that's
real.
the woman who, now that you fold your clothes up and you wash the dishes and all that, your ex like, yeah, he ain't do all that when I was with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm
like,
serious. Like you coming in on some king shit, and this one. That's why I love us black women. I want us to be that, but you got to allow him to grow as far as he want to grow. And if he's ambitious and you trying to hold him down to what you think he should be, I mean, we was eating motherfucking pies. I never want to do that again. I mean, we was eating McDonald's. I never want to do that again.
Right.
Why are you bringing that up? I don't want to. I worked as hard. What Jay-Z say? You think I worked as hard to not change?
Right.
Nigga, of course I want to change. So starter wives remind you of who you used to be.
Right.
I ain't the same person I was yesterday.
Real shit.
The shit that interests me yesterday don't interest me today. It's just that
on.
serious. So it's like, you better be on the same shit I'm on, or you gonna be, I was there. You was.
Right.
My first starter wife, and the crazy part is that now it's my ex-girlfriend, and now she literally is like, if I knew what I knew now, I would have dealt with you differently. Because it's hard out here. And it's hard to find a man like you that wants to take care of me. By the way, everybody come with some shit. Everybody in this room got some shit with them. I just lay my shit on the table day one and be like, hey, look, if you can deal with this, then ain't nothing gonna break us up. Now, if you can't deal with that, baby, I'm not the one. And I make sure everybody know my go-to statement is Martin Luther King cheated.
Oh. Jeezy just said real niggas don't cheat, but I agree with that. Pull the cards on the table and let people know.
Martin Luther King
Funny, bro.
was cheating. And
Elijah
guess
Muhammad
what?
was cheating.
Let me ask y'all a question. I want to ask y'all a real. Let me tell you the importance of this conversation. Everybody in here, do y'all think if we knew, and not we because I wasn't born, but do you think if the people in the 60s knew that Martin was getting pussy the way he was, do you think his I Have a Dream speech matters the way it does? That's why you got to keep shit a fucking secret.
I think it does.
No, it don't.
Because back then,
No, it don't.
Everybody knew. Everybody
Because
knew. Malcolm
it would have
X
been a
was-
woman in the audience saying, do you have a dream about being faithful to your wife, nigga?
Hey, but to that point.
Is that dream? Are you gonna be cheating, nigga? Like, it's like,
But Ray, to that point, everybody knew Malcolm X was a pimp, and he was from.
but he wasn't a pimp when
But
he
he
wasn't a
wasn't
pimp.
red.
When he was
He
Malcolm
was-
X, he was Malcolm
right.
Little. He was a pimp.
Right. He was
Malcolm
Detroit
X.
red.
I'm just saying to
was
you,
red.
I don't think Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream speech, I don't think nothing he did becomes what it becomes if people knew he was fucking bitches. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta keep your motherfucking shit a secret. That is the importance of privacy. Y'all be wanting the whole world to know. I fucked my nigga 8 times last night. Baby girl, you just told 8 million women that your nigga could go 8 rounds. Of course they want the nigga.
Right.
Of course they do.
on.
If you want to live your best life, keep secrets. Keeping it, by the way, it could be a secret society. Everybody in this room can know. But if I find out Sam said some shit, he's out. Sam is done. Sam ran his mouth, y'all. He can't be one of us.
Right.
But if you don't run his mouth, I'm just saying, keep your shit a secret because people judge people based on where they lay down at, which is weird to me because we only have sex probably 20 minutes out the fucking day. I mean, like, think about how hard we work for sex and how short it lasts.
Right.
Like, even if it lasts 30 minutes, it's like, damn, I just took this motherfucker out I just took out the 8 dates, spent $1,000, and after 20 minutes, I want her to get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
Nigga. Go to the next one. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
last one before we do American Godfather. Lauryn Hill shows up late to yet another one of her shows.
Shout out to the queen.
What's new?
Tells her audience that, hey, y'all lucky I even showed up today.
Yeah, she got me fucked up.
Damn.
Nah, Lauren was right.
Still show up.
Lauren was
Nah,
right.
bro.
Lauren was
Bro.
right.
Can I
Lauren
say-
was right.
Hold on, I got my own rife with Lo. I got my own rife. So we did a. You remember when Queen and Slim came out?
So it's personal. Go ahead.
You remember when Queen and Slim came out?
Yeah.
So that was the first time I was gonna get to see Lauryn Hill. She was supposed to be the guest performer for Queen and Slim, the release party. Bro, she showed up 4 hours late, bro.
4 hours is OD.
Bro, so my thing is, mind you, I can't really be too mad because I ain't pay for that shit. But if I'm a fan and I gave you $300 to show up to this show,
Yo.
motherfucker.
But you gave her $300 for a Lauryn Hill show. Y'all know me.
Nah, but Ray.
That's what she's saying. Y'all know me, nigga. I ain't never on time. Leave me the fuck alone.
It's a certain level of respect though you gotta have for your fans. Like at this
The
point,
respect is not for my fans. The respect is for my fans to me because they know I got a lot of shit going on.
4 hours is OD.
nigga, nigga, Beyonce got a lot of shit going on.
I'm
Beyonce
saying to
show
you,
on time.
listen, if I had to say to everybody in this room, it's fucking Family Feud question, and all we gotta do is get this one answer right. Name one artist that's gonna be late to a show.
Lauryn Hill.
Nigga, that's the brand. That's the brand.
But hold on, I understand it's the brand, but for her to get on the microphone and say, "Hey,
it's the brand.
Y'all better be glad I showed up."
It's the brand.
Like, all right, bro.
Guess what? Guess what she did? She stood on her business.
Hey, but don't that kind of tie into the episode where y'all was talking about like black businesses and not having no customer
By the way, which is
service and all that?
Which is viral
You know
as
what
fuck,
I'm saying?
bro.
Like, that's why I had to.
Bro, that shit is going crazy.
Because
that's the
I ain't gonna lie, can I be honest? I gotta
that's kind
say
of the same tie-in.
I gotta say something. I think that clip has started a revolution.
Yo.
Because all I see now online is people talking about black customer service.
Yo. Oh yeah, especially with old boy that came down here.
Yes, Keith Lee, and he came right on time. They was like, "This is what Ray Dunn just talking about."
For real.
Dog, this one lady, I saw a clip of this one lady said, "If you meet me with an attitude, I'm gonna give you a motherfucking attitude right back. I ain't here to be in y'all. Every customer ain't right." And I'm like,
Yeah,
that's why you dress like that.
But Ray,
That's why you look like
hold
that.
on. But Ray, that's terrible customer service by Lauryn Hill.
Come
that
on.
shit, like bro,
That's
you got
some
people that live
The customer. Okay, so let me tell you what would be worse.
I got a
Customer. I
babysitter
can tell you
for
what would be
4
worse.
hours.
Stanza. I'm a good arguer. I'm a good arguer. Stanza, watch this. Let me tell you what be even more fucked up. We all pay $300 for tickets, and they say Lauren goes on at 9, and we say she ain't going on till 11:30. So we chill. Then we walk in that bitch at 11:30, and the bitch Lauren is on her way out off the stage. We gonna be mad at her then too. Man, this motherfucker was late.
No, hold on, but Ray.
Am I tripping?
But Ray, hold on. But reality
but that's the thing.
You gotta think about that show though, right? So think about Lauryn Hill's demographic. So this are all the people who hate when I say demographic. Her demographic is.
Nigga, by the way, you can say anywhere on this show and they'll love you, but demographic, where's that war?
But look, she got her demographics, the aunties and the unks, right?
Nah, her demographic is anybody from the 90s. You ain't gonna auntie and unk us. Her demographic is anybody who was loving her music and they want to see her. And guess what? She doesn't look the same. Nobody trips on that.
Yeah.
She got a short hair. She got the weird makeup. Everybody cool
Ray,
with. She different.
I pay. And then when you show up and she start playing the music, she don't even play the original music because she can't even play the fucking
She
original
might not
music.
want to.
No, she can't. She don't own it. She don't own the
Once
rights to it.
again, you're telling me things that everybody who's been to a Lauryn
But
Hill
that's
show
what I'm saying.
loves.
So now I'm
She
double
also
mad.
dropped one album.
But now I'm double mad.
One album that everybody's
That
that
we
she's gonna
all mad
perform.
about.
They
I
all
wanna
mad
hear
that she
Zion.
ain't give
I'm
us
here
another
listening.
album.
Man.
But hold on, I want to hear Zion. I'm here listen to Josiah because you can't even play Zion for me. Like I'm double mad. You done showed up late and you can't play the real music. Nah, bro. I'd pay too. So I got a right as a fan and as a paying customer to be like to voice my frustration.
Hey, listen, brother, and guess what? She told your ass last week.
And I guarantee
You lucky I'm there. And if you buy another Lauryn Hill ticket, you can't say nothing.
He ain't look at her Yelp rating.
I guarantee her ticket. I guarantee her guarantee can go down because her ticket sales ain't gonna be as crazy. I'm telling
She
you.
ain't selling hard tickets. She's doing fucking festivals.
Yeah,
That's what everybody waiting 4 hours for. Because we just saw 18 other acts, and you're the last one. We've been here all goddamn day. We might as well wait another 3 hours for you to come out.
And leaving the parking lot.
Lauryn Hill ain't doing real. She ain't doing one-on-one shows. She's like, Lauryn Hill's gonna be at One Music Fest. Right. Lauryn Hill's gonna be at Coachella. Lauryn Hill gonna be wherever the fuck they paying me the amount of money I want to come, and I ain't got to commit to doing this shit every day on the bus because y'all know I don't really want to do this shit like that. So, nigga, hey, guess what? I gotta ask you a question.
Yep.
Would you rather have all three of y'all, and then we get to the last one? Would y'all rather have Lauryn Hill, or would you rather have Andre 3000?
Andre 3000.
Andre 3000.
Nigga, no. Y'all talking
Wait,
about.
wait,
Hold
what,
on.
what?
Let me get to the.
The fuck?
What I
Not
mean
even
by that
wrong.
is, would you rather have an artist like Andre 3000 who is like, I don't give a fuck what you offer me. You ain't gonna never hear me perform Bombs Over Baghdad. Or would you rather have an artist like Lauryn Hill who's like, I'm gonna take the offer, but I'm gonna be a little
I'll
late.
take Andre 3000 because at least Andre 3000 has told me he's not going to perform. Where Lauryn Hill, bro, like I done paid you to show up to this motherfucker. You still ain't show up.
Think about how many people in this world feel deprived because they won't see an Outkast show. That's how we started
Well, he
the show.
performed though. They went on tour. He at least went on the tour.
Now he went.
I filmed the behind the scenes of that whole tour,
went
and that
once.
was like the most
I went to
amazing
the show. The
experience
shit was
of my
amazing.
life.
What was so crazy about it? Can you say?
I mean, it was just an amazing experience. I remember it was funny because I've always been Big Boys guy. So like when I came around with the camera one time, Dre was like, "Who the fuck is that?" Big was like, "Hey, bro, put the camera down, bro."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Dre, like I was just on having this conversation with somebody that know Dre. They like Dre don't play. Dre's like, don't film me. He's like, he don't want to do.
I got a picture of him in the strip club. We went to stripper.
By the way,
box.
I got a picture with Dre. I fuck with Dre. I'm just saying, you ain't gonna make no money with Dre. At least you're gonna get some money with Lauryn Hill. At least you're gonna get a chance to hear her sing "Killing Me Softly."
Man,
But he put
You
on
ain't gonna
such
hear
a,
Dre
but
sing.
Dre put
I'm
on
about to
such a
have a
good
45
show.
minute
though.
Dre was on the show at Coachella. First time they ever did Coachella. They brought Future out. Future, halfway through the song, Drake goes like this. Hey, cut it off. By the way, that's Future, y'all. Future look like. By the way, Future been around him since he was a kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Nigga, Dre don't give a fuck. And my thing is that I'm a fan of Dre, but I wouldn't want to be invested in business with him because he's already shown us he won't care. Now, here's what I would do. I would tell Lauren her start time is 8. So when she gets there at 11, it's like, you late, but you right on, don't get ready for you. That's what I would really do. That's what I would really do, by the way. Everybody got a problem, but I'm just saying. Go ahead, Tamira.
Like my birthday dinners, I tell my friends 2 hours before the actual time of the reservation.
That's just fucked up.
If I'm at your birthday dinner for 2 hours eating appetizers, man.
All right,
like,
so the American Pie Father, mind you, this is coming from Rico from Brooklyn, friend of the show. He told me
my
that
nigga.
he wanted to talk about this. So this is a rumor.
American Godfather.
Yeah. So I'm asking, are you a dad?
no.
Okay, so you can still input that.
I got a dog.
That's right. So there is a rumor. It's allegedly, and I have put a poll on my IG today. So there's a rumor going around that Summer Walker is pregnant by Meech, right? So we don't know if this is true. It's not confirmed. So Rico wants to know. We always constantly assassinate a man's character for bringing babies into the world, babies that don't grow up under traditional family
Ooh,
structures.
I like
This
where
is
this
double
going.
standard. So if she is pregnant, this would be her 3rd baby daddy, and this would be his 1st baby.
Can I tell you why? I
mean,
it's a
Erica
double
Badu got
standard.
3 babies.
No, let's not do that. Let's stay right there. Juju, we got no. Let me tell you why. Because she exposed some very, very real. Here's why. Because the only people in our community that, not the only, that's wrong. The people that do 85% of the complaining in our community are women. It's actually not masculine for a man to complain, because a man's supposed to do something.
Fix it.
Yeah.
Man's supposed to fix it. So you really should just be asking women, why are they not as outraged on that scenario as at this scenario? Because I never thought about that. That's a great point. Like Nick Cannon got 8. All we talk about how many kids he got to be baby mamas. Nobody ever gives the baby mama flack. It's always like, take care of the kids. It's like, but you can't be dumb that many times.
So I think this is the difference, right?
Stuck on stupid.
And I think people, go ahead.
The difference is like, and man, I love Summer. I love LVRN. I love all those guys. Summer, like she's like, Justice said it a couple weeks ago. He was like, literally, he asked her about her relationships and why she's in a relationship with certain people. She said those are her muses. Like literally, she uses them as art, as easels. Like they're basically like that's.
So every kid has an album.
So my thing is I can't judge her for.
No, we're not judging.
No, I'm about to say
we're just saying, why is it harder on? Why does men catch most of the flag and women don't?
I think. Well,
men don't complain about
Cannon
it.
not really catching a lot of slack because he take care of all his kids. Like he's wealthy enough to take care of his kids.
He catches flack.
but like
Nah.
women, like definitely.
He said he
like,
because he ain't got enough time. He got like 11.
You can drop all them kids off to work and see everyone on holidays, and like I just don't see real.
That's my point. It's fucked up. So I think it's also fucked up when a woman has multiple. At a certain point, 2, I understand. You can make the same mistake twice. 3rd time, it's like, bitch, you just don't give
Mine
it.
is she's 27 and he's 23.
So
and
what?
I kind of feel like.
But once again, we're saying this is a rumor that she's pregnant. Like I'm not gonna just put that on nobody to say that you're pregnant again. Like,
Why are we not talking? Never mind.
and what if it ain't even his?
No, let's go. Let's get to. It's been too much. We're not gonna do that. Let's get to it. Wrap it.
Don Vito sent us the Lori Harvey thing.
Go ahead.
Into that one?
I don't think no one. I see. Here's the thing. I don't think no man on this couch gives a fuck that Lori Harvey and Damson broke up.
Well, I was gonna ask you, would you let your son date her?
Would I let my son?
My son is my.
Well, not now,
I want
but
my
if
son.
it was a girl, right?
I want my son to
Lil Raven
experience.
pulled up-
I want my son to
Man.
experience every woman he can experience.
For real.
If Lil Raven pulled up and said he got Lori Harvey, Ray gonna be like, my
Come on,
nigga.
Right. Hell yeah.
He gonna say my nigga.
Dap it up.
Come on.
Okay, so in close, I want to ask you guys. Pusha T says that he writes 5 to 6 songs a day while he's in
He
jail.
got shit better to do.
Who had the best comeback album after being released from jail?
That's easy. Tupac, all eyes on me.
Yeah, Pac. Yeah.
10 out 10.
You was gonna say something different because he always has.
Burr release.
Nah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. East Atlanta
my
Santa
God.
was an amazing album right out of jail. I'm Both with Drake was a fucking
East Atlanta
Name
Santa
4 other
was
songs
hard.
on it.
Huh?
Name 4 other songs on that.
The record with Bryson Tiller.
No, name
Crazy.
it. Don't say the reference it. Name it.
Bro, name the record, right?
Why wouldn't you? I can name 10 songs on All Eyes on Me.
Raider.
Just give us
Crazy asshole.
Music encyclopedia.
No, it's not that. It's just if you gonna say it, like you gotta stand on it.
Bro,
Name 4
I'm trying to
songs.
think. Cause what's the name of the Bryson Tiller record?
What's the name of it?
What's the name of the damn Tiller record?
Come on, you got it.
I don't know
Watch
the name of
this.
the fucking
Watch
song.
this. Wonder Why They Call You Bitch. California Love. You can run the streets with Joe. Run the streets. By the way, I'm giving this while you thinking. I'm just going through. I'm gonna give you 10 of All Eyes on Me. What's your phone number? Don't. No, I'm just saying. That's why I can do it. You can't make the argument if you can't make the argument.
But East Atlanta Santa was.
Let me keep going.
Let me think.
I got my mind made up. Come on, do it.
get
Come on, bro.
into
Like
it.
I can name. I don't say shit's classic, but I can't name shit on it. Like we do a lot of throwing the word classic out without no nothing to back
You
it.
said name the best post.
And I said All Eyes on Me, and Spitty said yeah, and then you said
And I said East Atlanta Santa.
he's a letter
Santa.
center, and all I said was
Am I lying, Smitty?
no. Spitty, can you name 4 songs?
I can't name 4 songs off.
Name
East
4
Atlanta
songs.
Santa.
I gave you 2.
You gave me 1.5. You gave me 1 in the reference.
Wait, can I have? I got
Go ahead,
one
go ahead,
more.
go ahead. Sorry.
This came from an argument we was having last week, and I didn't get to ask y'all. Do women need sex appeal in order to be successful in the industry?
No,
No.
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat is fucking fine as hell. She makes herself ugly.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Nigga, Doja Cat is fine.
Yeah.
Body is nice, hair, face is pretty. She just wants to be ugly.
Makes herself look
She
like
makes herself
super
look weird.
emo
Yeah,
or
super
like-
emo. She's not
yeah.
into black men, so that's what it is. But Doja Cat is fine. Now,
I don't know, that's what
Are
Scarlett.
you talking about as an executive?
hold on.
or
Now,
you-
Scarlett.
Cause we got to argue. Hold on. So we said Doja Cat's fine.
I'm
You
saying
got
I
that
wouldn't. I
right.
wouldn't mess with Scarlett. I'm just saying.
Hold
I
on.
think
So
she's
hold
beautiful.
on.
By the way,
Hold on. So this goes back to the argument we had last week.
sex appeal is beautiful. Exactly. I think Scarlett is beautiful. I just don't think that. Like I think people love Cardi. You could not like Cardi's music, but look at her body and be like, damn. You know, like I don't even- does Scarlett have a nice body? We don't know because she don't show it.
Yeah.
Because she
Who the
doesn't
fuck is
lead with sex
Scarlett?
appeal. Scarlett.
Scarlett.
Oh, Scarlett.
The same way I was
Yeah.
saying Soldier Reeves, nigga.
Hey, Scarlett said, what she say? This is New York. What I look like telling a nigga good morning. Yeah.
Then she said the baddie just coming through.
Yo, she was one of my dopest interviews on Off the Porch.
By the way,
Scarlett was her.
We got to get her, but she said baddies coming through.
what you trying to say? Sis not a bad.
You call yourself baddies?
Yeah.
Is she a
Big baddie.
is she a baddie?
Who's who a baddie?
Scarlett.
But that is more about how you carry yourself.
I mean, her name is Scarlett.
Yes or
bro.
no?
Like, how much sex appeal do you want?
Yes
from a
or
woman
no?
named Scarlett?
She wouldn't be able to be in baddie game.
See, that's the
How much-
problem.
how
You're
much-
supposed to say yes. That was
Ray,
a trick question. The
Ray,
answer is always yes.
Ray, how much sex appeal you gonna get from a woman named Scarlett?
Right.
Like, she could have a big scar on that lip that could do some things. What you talking about?
Scars can be sexy though.
I didn't say scars weren't sexy.
Yeah,
I'm
scars
just
is-
saying, what'd you expect for her name to be Scarlett? She
Scarlett.
named herself, but it's not sexy.
No, she named herself what we saw. It's like she named herself what was
But
the
that's not a
obvious.
sexy name. Scarlett is not a sexy name.
We don't see sexy when we saw her. We saw her big ass scar on your lip. Yes, a lot of women that are
Yeah.
sexy and not pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name one.
Sexy is not pretty? Nah. I
I'm
think
not
all
gonna
women
lie
are
you.
beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say.
I'm not gonna- no,
Beauty's
no,
in
no.
the eye of the beholder.
Don't do it.
You know what my crush is? You know what my crush is? My only celebrity crush? And I don't think people will say that she's sexy.
Yes.
Whoopi Goldberg. I love her.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Nigga, I love that woman.
I just seen a tweet saying
I don't love her. I love her mind. I don't want to fuck her. I just love who she is.
Ray,
Whoopi
all my life I had to fight. Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay, so no. You know what I like? Y'all gonna make one reference. What about Sister Act 2? Sister Mary Clarence.
Come on.
Come on, nigga. Oh, happy day.
I thought
Oh,
you was about to say
happy
Sister Mary
day.
Clarence.
Bro, Ray, the reason this shit is funny because I was watching Godfather Harlem last night, and Whoopi Goldberg is a number. She's crunching the numbers. I'm like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah,
There's no fucking
listen,
way.
I love Whoopi Goldberg.
No fucking way. I love Whoopi too.
Well,
You a fool, bro.
shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Yoko Vaca. Shout out to Tote & Carry. Shout out to all the other sponsors that are coming in. We appreciate all you guys. Shout out to our subscribers. Like, share. That costs y'all nothing, by the way. If you ain't doing that at this point, you hating on us. Like, just share the shit. Send it to your cousin that you don't like. I don't care. Send it to somebody you don't like. I ain't ask you to send it to everybody. But shout out to Spitty for coming on the show. By the way, you're welcome on the blue couch anytime you want to come.
Appreciate it. Nah, for sure.
And this is the Culture Report. And we are out.